Hello, everyone, and happy Earth Day. Today's story is Not For Me, Please. I Choose to Act Green. Written by Maria Godsey and illustrated by Christoph J Kellner. This story has some very important facts at the bottom of the pages, but I'm going to only read a few of them just for time purposes. There once was a day when I didn't act green, a time when I thought things would stay clean. I didn't think twice of the choices I made, the impact they had, or the damage that stayed. My actions were based on the ease brought to me with never much thought to our air, land, or sea. It can be difficult to understand the effect of our actions on the environment, especially when we don't see the damage or the long-term effects caused. However, with awareness, this can change. Understanding their interconnectedness and adjusting our way of living in a way that is friendly to our environment and sustainable for our planet means to think and act green. But my thoughts around this changed in a flash when I noticed the damage caused by our trash. The sight of it caused a reaction in me, and all I could say was, "Not for me, please." I could not continue to live as I did. Surely I could help out, because I'm a strong kid. From there, I decided that I will take action, and protecting our planet became my new passion. You too can help out with this phrase that I found. Just say, "Not for me, please," and stand your ground. It may take some practice, but I'll show you how and why it's important for us to act now. Let's look at a straw that comes with a shake. Now imagine the trip this straw will soon take. Most often our straws are made out of plastic, and after one used, they're thrown in a basket. Then basket they head to the dump or the sea, becoming something known as marine debris. Marine debris is human created waste that has deliberately or accidentally been released in a lake, sea, ocean, or waterway. In 2006, the United Nations Environment Program estimated that there are 46,000 pieces of floating plastic in every square mile of the ocean. Whoa. Our oceans are filled with all sorts of stuff that hurt our sea creatures and make their lives rough. Poor turtles and fish mistake trash for their meals. Imagine the pain that their tummies must feel. Or worse, they get tangled in our careless muck. Around fins, heads, and legs, they're nothing but stuck. Oh no. This one little straw is not worth the high cost. Why use things that harm or cause great loss? Here's where I say, "Not for me, please," when asked. I don't need a straw that will simply be trashed. We all have a choice. Let's do our small part to refuse to cause harm and decide to act smart. Just think through your actions and the cause and effect of waste and pollution and careless neglect. Let's choose to recycle, reduce, and reuse. And with my strong phrase, "There's no way we lose," here are some examples to show what I mean and how you can join me and begin to act green. Reduce, reuse, and recycle, also known as the 3 R's, are the main ways to practice environmentally responsible consumer behaviors. Do you see all this trash scattered around? Why would anyone throw their stuff on the ground? "Not for me, please," is what I choose to say, and pick up the litter and throw it away. He is wearing gloves. Be mindful of that. I choose to be mindful and sort through my trash, recycling things like plastic or glass. These things can be turned into something brand new, like clothing, park benches, or even a shoe. Look at these lights that someone left on in a room that is empty with everyone gone. The same for computers, games, and TVs. Why keep these things on for no one to see? Not for me, please. I use what I need and power things off whenever I leave. I know it's easy for one to forget, but do it enough and a habit you'll set. Do you see this faucet and the water that flows? How much has been wasted? It's so hard to know. Just running water when it's not in use is careless and wasteful. There's just no excuse. Not for me, please. I avoid wasteful drips while brushing or cleaning my small fingertips. We're lucky to have clean water to drink, not the kind that's harmful, dirty, or stinks. According to water.org, less than 1% of the water on Earth is readily available for human use. Salt can be removed from seawater, but this process is expensive. Water conservation is a sustainable way to make the most of fresh water that we do have. Do you bring food to school that is packed at your home? After your lunch, how much trash has been thrown? From plastic baggies to small boxes of juice. It's scary, the trash that just one meal can produce. Not for me, please. I watch what I bring. I use food containers and avoid plastic things. I bring my own bottle, I wash and reuse. No need to contribute to the plastic abuse. Even while shopping, I see so much waste. Plastic grocery store bags all over the place. And why are there so many things plastic wrapped? Most of this plastic will only be scrapped. Not for me, please. I've had enough. I use my cloth bags when I pick up my stuff. I also take care of what goes in my cart, choosing less packaging, and plastic is smart. Every year, Americans throw away over 140 billion food and drink containers and bottles. More than 30% of our waste is simply packaging material alone. Have you ever been on a picnic when the sky was bright blue? Do you remember the cups, plastic, and forks that you used? They were probably plastic and only used once, but decomposing takes years, not just a few months. Not for me, please. I'll join the ban against single-use plastic because I'm not a fan. All that I need can come from my home. Let's avoid needless buys and reuse what we own. About 50% of plastic we use only once and throw it away. There are several kinds of plastic, and each degrades at a different rate. The average time for a plastic bottle to completely degrade is at least 450 years. It can even take some bottles 1,000 years to biodegrade. That's a long time. Our world is connected with resources shared. We all must pitch in and give nature our care. Let's pass on these things that don't make much sense or benefit us at our planet's expense. The options are endless if you make the right choice. Think the 3 R's and use your strong voice. How will you choose the next time when you're out? Will you think differently and take a new route? You are free to borrow my little phrase and say, not for me, please, in all of your days. This story is so important. We need our earth. Otherwise, we have nowhere to live. We need to take care of it. And these reflections, I'll move this aside so you can read them, are just some ways to get you thinking about how we can help our earth. What could you do to help our earth? What simple things you might change in your daily life? I hope you enjoyed and have a great day.